All her life, she had dreamed of moving across the river, of living amongst the people that she could see, even though they were far away. It was evident that they were celebrating their lives. They were making the most of every moment. They were living with love. They were living with happiness. And her life was not like this. Yes, she had moments of love, moments of happiness, but there was also a lot of disappointment, a lot of pain, quite a bit of suffering, and even some illness. She had been abandoned by people that she truly loved. She had tried to make the most of every moment because she did have a very positive perspective on life, but she wanted to be elsewhere. She never felt that she belonged where she was. Even though her family loved her and she loved them truly and deeply, she did not feel that they understood her. She did not feel that she was where she truly was meant to be. And where was this? On the other side of the river, living with those who were celebrating life. They had never managed to find a way to build a bridge to get across. The river was very powerful and very, very wide, so they did not have the resources and the way to ever get across. No one had actually moved from one end to the other, and this made it a faraway dream that many of them had had as children and that had faded as they grew up. They had accepted life as it was, and they were just making the most of the reality they were living in. One day she was fast asleep, and she had a beautiful dream that she was already there. She was where she truly wanted to be. They were dancing, celebrating. It was a beautiful feeling that she could feel as if she was truly, truly there, dancing. She could feel the ground under her feet as if it were truly made of light. And she herself, was so happy that it was like she was shining forward, all her light, all her love, and this beauty that she had never felt had radiated from within her before. And this made her wake up. She sat up in bed and said, there has to be a way. There has to be a way for me to find my way across. I'm going to go and find the way. So as crazy as it seemed, in the middle of the night, she got up and she went to the banks of the river and she looked across. It was a clear night. It was one of those nights that you could actually see to the other side. She said, why isn't there a way? There has to be a way. I have to find the way to get across, to be where I truly want to be. And she looked up high and she saw the beautiful starry sky. She said, if only I were a star shining up high, I could look down and see happiness. Maybe even I could be a falling star and fall there among them and live with them. Live my life full of happiness, full of love. And she pictured herself being a star and looking down. And what do you think she saw? It was not just the other side of the river, but it was an island in the center, surrounded by what seemed to be a river. So it was not truly a river at all. And she could not understand the current, how it was moving in this circular motion of what seemed to be a river, but was actually an island surrounded by water, moving, flowing in this beautiful flow. She said, there's something very strange about this. The water seems to be made up of light, and this island, it's not a normal type of island. Something is happening. Something is there that I have not seen before. And she saw that it was all made up of light. And everyone and everything there was made up of light. That moment, her eyes sparked up with joy. She realized that what had seemed to be a faraway land, something out of reach, had always been within her, in her heart, in her core. This island that she could now see down below was truly within. And she realized that what is outside of her had always been within her as well. And all she had to do was choose her happiness, choose her love, and choose the way she perceived everything, everyone, but most importantly, her, herself, her life, and all that she was. She had always been where she wanted to be. It had always been within her.